Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and it is Tuesday, October 29th. I've got a few pickups to show, things I've gotten over the last day or so, and but really it's more to talk about kind of a challenge that I'm making to myself. And since the National, man, I've just continued to just add amazing stuff to my collection and been buying like crazy. And so it's kind of like, okay, where am I? Where am I at? Where do I want to go? And so I've decided to take a little respite, take a little break from cards. And I know you've probably heard of No Shave November before, but we're going to do no cards November. And I'm just going to not buy any cards for the month of November, kind of challenge myself. Can I do it? Can the addict stop? And we'll kind of see how that goes. That's my plan anyway. That's what I want to do, really just to kind of go, okay, trying to get organized. I went today to the card shop and bought several big boxes so I can kind of start getting some things in order, rearrange my closet, my storage, kind of get everything in order and just kind of take a breather for a second. I know what you might be thinking, yeah, Julie finally came down, brought the hammer down on him. No, that's not it at all. Actually, it's just like, okay, sometimes you just need to take a little bit of a break. But it doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing content. I've got plenty of stuff to do content on and plan on continuing to do videos pretty often. I just won't have any mail days. That's the only real difference. I'm going to try to do some Beyond Cardboard, some cool analytics stuff like I did yesterday with Derek Jeter, just different kinds of videos, more rummages, maybe I'll discover some stuff and doing my organizing that'll be cool to show off, things like that. But overall, it's just kind of like, okay, let's not buy any more cards. Let's just take a month off from cards, and that'll be good. Again, we all need that every once in a while. But I do have some pickups today, and it's still only October 29th. So I've got actually a couple more days to buy some things. I've got a PSA submission, hopefully coming back in the next week or two. It's past the processing part. They're actually grading it and all that kind of stuff. So I have some other things that'll be coming, but it won't be cards that I'm going to buy at least starting November 1st, which is Friday. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a break. Anyway, let's look at some stuff that I got to show off now that I do have a few things to show. Let's look at them. Hang on one second. All right, first things first. I got a neat package from a guy on YouTube. He wanted my email, sent me an email, and sent me a couple of cards. He wrote me a nice note. It says, Mike, I pulled this card out of my 2011 Lineage box. I tried to trade it at a card show, but ended up keeping it. You're the only Josh Hamilton collector I know. Enjoy the cards. Keep the videos coming. Jack. Happy birthday. So he said he wanted to send me a birthday gift, and he did. And so let's take a look here. He sent me a couple little extra things that I think are really neat. He sent me this Mariners schedule from 2000. Picturing Hall of Famer Edgar Martinez. He also sent me a little pocket schedule of the 2002 Mariners that has Ichiro on it, future Hall of Famer, so that's really cool. But the two cards he sent me that he really wanted me to have, one of them I already had, but it's this cool, in 2011, Topps had a set called Lineage, and one of the subsets was called 3D, so it's these 3D cards here. They're really cool. On the back are mostly blank back. Actually, I got that upside down. So it just kind of gives the information on the card, but it's blank back mostly. So it's these 3D cards. So they had that one. That's the base. And then they had one without a name on it. This one right here. So same card, just no name, no Rangers, no nothing. And on the back, it has... This is an experimental linograph card produced as a limited edition, not intended for resale, to be returned to the Topps company. So I don't know I can't remember if we were supposed to send these back in for something or what, but there's a black version that's numbered to 99 of this, and then this is the red version, and as you can see on the top right, it's numbered 1 of 1. So very cool of Jack of Jack to send me this awesome 1 of 1 for my collection. Can never have enough 1 of 1s. I love having them. So that's super cool of him. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. I got a couple of slabs. These came in with all the Jeters when I got them. I just saw these, and so had to pick them up. This first one here is a 1978 Topps Don Sutton in a near mint 7. So that's cool. I'm just kind of holding the camera to make it work a little easier. And the other one is a 1985 Topps Ryne Sandberg. Cool card in a mint 9. So those were just cheapies that I added on with the Jeters that I bought. And then the last thing I picked up was this morning. I was at Bible study, and one of my friends came and he said he had a bunch of stuff in his car, and he showed like a bunch of collectibles and stuff, and it was, the cards and stuff, they weren't anything big, but he had this unique item that I got from him. I'll try to move the camera back, see. So it says 7th Annual Diamond Dinner, and this is basically a program from a dinner in 1984, February 3rd, 1984. So what's that, 35 years ago? And it's got Hoyt Wilhelm's signature on it. I recognized it right away. I was like, that's Hoyt Wilhelm. And he just had it in this little case here, this little top loader. And so I was like, well, what is this thing? So I pull it out here. That's what she said. And it's this program for this dinner thing. Had different awards. It's University of Tennessee. That's why it's in this butt ugly orange color paper. And you've got different Tennessee baseball players, different awards. And then over here is the program itself. It's the 7th Annual, February 3rd, Knoxville, Tennessee. You have just some guys doing some stuff. And then John Whitehead right here is the head baseball coach for Tennessee, and he was from 82 to 87 or something like that. And you can see right here, introduction of Hoyt Wilhelm. And so apparently Hoyt Wilhelm was a speaker or something at this event. So it's really cool to have the program from something unique like this, where you have the documentation that he was there. You also had John McLaren right there, and Bobby Cox was there. I assume that's the Bobby Cox that is the Hall of Fame manager, Bobby Cox. And then down at the bottom, Rick Honeycutt was the guest speaker when he was with the Los Angeles Dodgers. But I think in 84, when this was done, he was with the Texas Rangers, actually. So anyway, just kind of a cool, unique piece. I love stuff like this that's signed by a Hall of Famer. And my friend just gave it to me he's like, happy birthday, man. You can just take it. And I said, that's really cool. So love that. Different piece, neat to add to my collection. So that is it for today, guys. Keep looking out for videos. Maybe I'll get a few more things between now and no cards November. No cards November. That's what we're going to call it. And so hopefully I'll get something. If I don't, I'll just keep making content on different things, different aspects of my collection. We'll talk to you guys soon. Keep collecting.